get it. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Maypole Farm. We are here with a little bit of a technical difficulty. My steering wheel's not working properly. Good to have you in here, Grizz. As always, thank you for coming in. Logitech decided to do an update, and my steering wheel has been messing up. So we are gonna go back to the old school controller for doing this stream tonight, which is no big deal. So yeah, where were we? Let's see if I even have a controller to work with. There we go. Alright, cool. I almost got worried there. Yeah, cool. We're back. Excuse me. So yeah, I think we, the last episode, we got our wheat sprayed. Our 3 fields of wheat sprayed. Let's go ahead and check out the precision farming stuff here. Oh yeah, I need to buy the soil information for this area and these ones here. And I don't need to worry about 109. Okay, pH value is good for everything. And I think I need to wait till November to fertilize the rest of my fields here. So let's go ahead and get the soil info for field 150. Alright. Where's our little Sammy tractor here? There we go. There's our sensor information. We're going to go ahead and get our map pulled up. That way we can see where we take our sensor data from. And we will go ahead and get this unfolded. Oops. If I take the sensor reading right here, let's lower it down. And let's do that. Excuse me, cows. And then I think we also needed, like I said, we needed to get we need to get this area right here. Okay. Let's get that area real quick. It won't take us but a hot second. That's the nice thing about having this mobile sensor is we can get most of our fields pretty darn easily. And I think right there ought to work. Let's go ahead and take that sample. And then just to keep everything on the same page, we'll run all the way down to the south and get the last sample there. That way everything's all hunky-dory for it. Take the sample and then we will send it in for analysis. And we'll raise that up, fold it, and we should be good to go. All right. Yep, 450 bucks versus having to, if we were to do a soil sample for each field, you know, purchase the soil information. Just the one field is 2,100 bucks. So having the sensor data readily available with the machine is so much cheaper. Is that disconnected? Okay, we'll turn that off. I can't remember. Yeah, this John Deere doesn't have the high hitch on it unless we get the this is the European version. Oh, that is low hitch. Never mind. I was thinking of the TARDIS. Okay, so let's go ahead and dump the grass. Okay, we gotta start the engine first. Okay, grass is full. Okay, so we did go through and sell our TMR the day before, so I think we are ready now to go ahead and let's go up to the tailor shop. Is it better than the candy shop? Oh, I didn't want to buy it. I want to go buy. There we go. I want to do our 10 hours of work up here. There we go. Got for sale page. Oh, we got a Massey Ferguson 6S. We get a Distinction Super B trailer, which we don't care about. Yeah, none of the stuff that we have we need. So yeah, cool. All right, let's go ahead and head back home. And let's just go ahead and shut that off. That's fine. And then we're going to come over here. We're going to go ahead and let's get a little closer to the house. There we go. Education. Go ahead and study for 4 hours. Study till midnight. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Two lambs were born, a cow was removed, of course. And because we're paranoid about our chickens selling, I think we already did it for the month, but we'll double check. Let's go out, filter. Yeah, we'll just select 6 months. Male, not pregnant, no name, or not lactating. There we go. All right, let's confirm. See what we got for chickens here. We got a bunch. go ahead and select all. Okay, then we sell the selected for 1,700 bucks. They get 25,000 liters of food. That is pretty good. And then let's go ahead and save since we're there. Hey, Patrick Mills, welcome in. We're doing good. Yeah, I've come to the realization that the realistic livestock mod is not as good as it should be. I mean, we can only buy 4 female goats at a time, you know, if we're lucky. So does that really bode well for actually being able to buy anything? Not really. Okay, buy the selected. There we go. 2 animals. Okay. Yeah, it's nice being able to go slow to slowly build your farm, but if I were an actual cattle producer, I'm buying as many head of cattle as I can, you know, especially if it's like calves, so that I can raise them up to maturity for selling. Yeah, we'll take that one. Then we got, you know, all of these, you know, extremely lows and all that stuff. It's just... But, you know what? For giggles, we're just going to go ahead and buy them all. Sure. Why not? We'll even buy that one. Now we'll go down to the water buffalo. See if we can restore them back to full health. There we go. So yeah, what it changes with the animals, if you go into your in-game base version, so like this section, as you scroll through for your brown Swiss, it won't say bull. It will have just brown Swiss, period. And it'll have 3 versions of it, 1, 2, and 3. First version is 0 months old, so they were just born. Second version is 6 months old. And third version is 18 months. And it'll do that for every type of livestock that you have. That's really good for if you're trying to be like a full-on animal producer. If a neighbor is selling a whole bunch of calves after calving season, you can buy all their stock, things like that. So you can do a rapid purchase to do your stuff. Whereas this version here, you know, if I were to buy the Angus, there's only 2 females for reproduction. But we got 3 bulls. You know, limousines the same way. And you're not guaranteed that you're getting See, this one's 10 months. This one is 10 months as well. This bull is 3 months old. That one's 13. That one's 12. So you're getting a variety of ages, which, don't get me wrong, I love that you get a variety of ages. But the quantity that you can buy this route with this mod installed is pretty lackluster. There was another mod that I saw that dropped yesterday or today. I forget which. I think it was today I saw it. Where I'm actually going to be playing with that one, because what it'll do is in our pin here. Yeah, it's designed to be more complex, which brings some more realism into the game, which is great. You know, it's supposed to mimic real life situations for, you know, each one of these. It's got a data tag with it. It's on the ear, if it's named, it'll have 2 tags, or they all have 2 tags. One tag will have this data number, and then the other one, if it has a name, will have the name. So if we go into our cow pen here, we'll see if we can find one that has a name on it. Oh, look up, would ya? You don't want to... None of them want to cooperate. So yeah, this one here, you can see that I think that one's named Quinn. And it's got a data tag name on it right there. So let's take a look in our cattle. Let's go to, yeah, this one here. And that was this brown Swiss. And see if it's got a name. There it is right there, Quinn. So that's what it does. And if we go to a different one, let's just check this one out right here. There's no name for this one. The right ear didn't have a name on the tag. So it just brings realism into the game for, you know, identification purposes, tracking the age of the animals, where the lineage is from, things like that. And which is what farmers do in real life anyway. And I just realized I need to lower my camera. There we go. Still trying to get my setup all the way I want it, and right now it's kind of jumbled together. But yeah, it's a great mod. I just wish that you had more options for buying animals. But what I was referring to is there's a new one that, especially chickens. This would be good for chickens because you get so many of them. But it'll work for any livestock, where we only have the 1 pin for all of our animals. We just got, you know, 3 different pins. If we had, say, a second cow barn, we can use that cow barn for the young cows and have the main cow barn for all of the adults. So when a new animal is born, it'll take that animal and automatically transfer it into a second barn. So we can automatically separate the animals. We don't have to go in and manually with a trailer and load up all the newborns every month and go take it over there. You know, if you're getting newborns every month. When the animals are born, they're just automatically transferred over, and then they'll stay in that barn until you do something with them. So I'm going to play with that mod. I saw that one come out. I was like, ooh, that one's going to be really cool for those with multiple dairies and things like that, so that they can transfer animals around. But yeah, that was that. That's our animals. We bought what we could. Dropped some more money. Ew, we're down to 13,000. We need to sell some stuff. Okay, goat pasture is looking pretty good. Okay, we need also, let's go ahead and get our... Yeah, it is, Patrick, and that's when I saw what this mod and the other one can do, I was like, yeah, I think they would work great together. I just wish this one had more animal buying capacity, which there is a setting in here, and I need to double check it. If we go to, I think it might be general settings, it's simple inspector, lumberjack. Okay, additional. Nope. Game settings. There it is. Realistic livestock. Animal removal. We have that on, so when they die, they die. Accident chance. It's, I mean, we got it maxed out. Food, 100%. Max dealer animals, 200. So we could go through every time we buy animals, we can reset the animal dealer. I just don't want to have to go into the option to do that every time. it kind of breaks the immersion of it when you go in and reset it and then you can buy more. It is what it is. We're just dealing with it, and I think it's fine that we're slowly increasing our numbers here. And let's figure out what we need to do. Let's back up. There we go. We got the herbicide in there. Let's go ahead and unload the herbicide. And this one's got 620. This one's got 1274. So let's turn our super strength on. Oh, come on. There we go. We'll get this guy all loaded up and we'll spray our... Oh, we should have got our soil information back. Let's go here. Yep. So we're looking pretty good now for our pH value. We got a little heavy right there. I mean, we'll deal with that. That's no big deal. Nitrogen, we'll get... I'm not going to worry about the cattle pen right at the moment. We can go in and spray that stuff, but I really want to get this grass field taken care of. And now that it's had one growth stage, we will be good. Excuse me, Romeo. I just want to make sure. Oh, no. I mean, it's fine that we did this. We need to. I forgot we're only in October 2nd. So we'll just shut the vehicle off. And yep, that guy emptied out. Let's go ahead and get our TMR loaded up. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, we don't need that. Let's go to... I think the bakery was 1. Yep, let's go ahead and work part-time here for 4 hours. We went to 12:14 just dealing with the animals. Oh wait, that's right. We went for, yeah. Never mind. It's been a long day. And then the grain mill. We'll do another part-time work. And this next one, I think we're just going to go home and we'll do studying until probably, 10 o'clock or so. There we go. Yeah, 6 hours out of work. And then we'll just hang around. We won't speed up time. I want to get the trailer loaded up with the 300,000, 400,000, whatever we got. And we'll just go ahead and collect that all and sell in November. Let's double check the market here. We got TMR. Yeah, we'll wait until November. So we'll just collect it all. Working speed 100 miles an hour. That's pretty nice. Oh, I'm sorry, Romeo. Let's go ahead and give you some food. There you go, buddy. Chase the deer. No? Oh, okay, you're hungry. That's right. We'll just wait here for another 30 seconds to a minute. What do we got for the weather forecast right now? Okay, rain in November. That's fine. We'll sleep till 7. That'll work for us. Okay, let's go ahead and check on the cow removed due to a random accident. Good grief, we just bought a whole bunch. Okay, so we saved. And yeah, there's no reason to check on the chickens because they're not going to grow up that fast. See if we can buy any goats. Yeah, we'll just buy them both. Buy the selected. Okay. Those may have been left from the yesterday. Yeah, those ones are pretty good. Okay. Finally, we got a good stockpile of them. And we're definitely gonna need some money. Okay, let's go ahead and we will work part-time at... We did that one, so that's the tailor shop, oil mill. This one, carpentry. I try to hit them all at least once a month. I don't want to buy it. I want to work. And then we're just gonna go home because I think we'll do the rest of the month studying. Okay, so we got 25,000. Okay. Alright, so what do we got on sale here? Let's just take a look. A Deutz-Fahr Series 6. That wouldn't be a bad tractor if we didn't already have... I mean, we're... What does our 6R have on it? I think we may have the 301 horsepower. Just run over there and take a quick gander. Yeah, we do have the 301 horsepower on it. And we're done loading TMR up. Go ahead and sleep until November. And then we will go ahead and start getting our TMR taken care of. Ah, there's only one. So we will wait until next month. We're not going to worry about that one. Getting low on money. Ooh. We need to make sure to give them some TMR. And then we need the sunshine to come back so we can actually fertilize our fields. And I went the wrong direction again. And we'll stop around 750,000 liters. I forget how much this facility holds. Oh, it holds like 500,000. Okay, close enough. Something's acting funny with the TMR, and I hope we can get through to March. I want to be able to get to March. I think we're going to speed up things. We're only going to do some basic stuff. We'll hit the main job, of course. We don't need to run around and check all the animals all the time. They got plenty of food. And you do need to check on the chickens to make sure they got plenty of seeds in there. Oh wait, that's right. Cruise control is set low. I need to make sure the chickens have food real quick. I need to get the grass sprayed. That won't take too long. Because I do not want to wait until March. I want to see out because when we hit March, then that'll be growth stage number 3, and that's too late to fertilize. But we do need to sell our TMR right now to get some money back in the bank so we're not so cramped on it. Okay. Oops. Did the wrong thing. And they got 19,000 liters of food. And I think if we were to get rid of the male chickens, we may actually stop the breeding process, which would be normal. And that way we would actually be able to start getting more eggs, which means our we're gonna have to stay up until like 10 o'clock every night in order to empty out the egg production. But for right now, we're doing good on the eggs. I'm not too worried about that. Speed up some time so we can get some sun. Okay. Oh, I gotta grab the John Deere. Okay, so I thought I need to. Does the Sammy? It wasn't a mod. That was base game. Yeah, I just didn't get it. So maybe I just get the Azaria Pro put on it. There is another option that we could do, and I thought about it, is the Azaria crop sensor here. For vehicles that don't have the Azaria Pro on it, we can get the active. But, I mean, we got to get this back to the farm, so we'll just use the John Deere for fertilizing. So we got, you know, $100,000 for doing that. And I want to say that was, we sold at the start of October. So that was 1 month. So, yeah, it's pretty good. As soon as we get back to the farm, we'll make a payment on the loan. Oops, excuse me. It's funny, we get crop sensor requires daylight. It's like the sun's out. What are you talking about? Nope, I didn't want to pay for anybody. Okay, let's go ahead and give this a start. And we are set up for grass for the fertilization process. There we go. And then let's take a look to see how it's going. Yep, beautiful. Change into the orange. Oh, yeah, that's right. We were going to make a loan payment. We got 75,000 left on this guy. Let's go ahead and it's selected. Let's do a special. Let's just go ahead and pay that one off. So then there's our paid off loans. We got the first one paid off in 3 years. That is excellent. So this next one, we're gonna have to do $75,000 payments every month. It's gonna be close, you know, keeping up with what we got going on here. It's gonna be close. It's just funny that, you know, we've been watching the market for TMR, and it's been 118, 118. We get to November, I thought it was going to be 124. Nope, 118. And I'm pretty sure when December hits, it's going to be 118 again. And I'm hoping that it doesn't mess up on me to where when March comes around, the prices of all the TMR gets changed and then increases to the $1,000. I don't want that. I don't want that for this playthrough. Because we could in theory have the loan paid off in 5 months, you know. Or, you know, just take that back in a year, because we get, you know, what is it, like almost, well, no, it's like 1.8 million liters of grass every harvest. So with that, so okay, 2, 4, 6 million, so 3 million, it'd be paid off in 2 years, you know. I don't want that to happen. Because if that happens, then the play that we're doing with the entire large grass field is pretty much null and void. And I would just want to continue doing this for the next, you know, 4 or 5 years, 6 years. Because when we hit March, then it'll be start of year 4. So we'll get this taken care of. We'll get some food put in the chicken pen. We'll do our job at the tailor. And then we're going to try to blow through the next 2 or 3 months as fast as we can. We'll just wake up, check on the animals for a hot second. We don't have to worry about trying to sell anything at the moment. We can leave the TMR in the facility. We can only hold 2,000 2 million liters of TMR, but we only got 1.5 million liters of grass left, so we'll hold on to that until March. We'll make a big payment in March when we get the, well, it's going to be $750,000 or 750,000 liters. Because we are using the, yeah, we're making grass silage and hay. We don't have any straw, so we don't have to worry about that. And that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to start buying, you know, all the different fields that we can, so that we can get straw, so that we can supplement our grass. Instead of doing a grass silage, we can make straw silage. So that's the thought process with the straw. But we got to get this fertilizing done. Yes, I do believe Palinier was the longest. I forget how many years I was in that one. 6 years, maybe. I do plan on revisiting that one here, you know, in the near future. Kind of a, you know, once every month or every other month we jump into that stream, and I will have advanced the game to certain points. You know, like right now it's set up for, I'm in harvest time, the grain harvest. But yeah, that Palinier was the very first series that I started on any sort of streaming. Waseca County, I'd have to look at how many episodes I've made of that one. And I'm trying to take my bandage off here. Yeah, as far as years in the actual game, I think Palinier is the longest. Waseca County is right there with it. I have taken Riverbend just in my normal playthrough. God, I forget how long I've taken that one. I don't even think I'm at year 10. I'm 7 or 8 in that playthrough. But I haven't touched that one in months. Alma, Missouri, when that one gets up and running, it's going to be in year 3. In fact, I need to find my notebook for all of my notes that I have for doing the rebuild. The move kind of put a hamper on a bunch of things, and you know, all of my notes and things. I think I know what box it's in. Got to get that found. But yeah, if I can get this series to 10 years without any, you know, weird happenstances like the TMR increasing tenfold on its price, that would make me happy. I just want to see if I can get, you know, this specialized playthrough to completion, you know. Back up and catch that little corner right there because I don't want to have to do a headland. Yeah, Palinier also, I want to say it's around 150 hours in that game. Waseca County is 70 hours of playtime. But because the fields are so much bigger in that one, I tend to jump in there and do things between streams every now and then for, you know, trying to speed up gameplay. Finishing off contracts, things like that. That way when the next episode starts, we're not in the middle of a contract where we would have just completed them and, you know. Yeah, that one, I want to say it's around 70 hours. This one isn't as high as I thought it would be for how many years we've been in. But we play the game how we intend, and if things get messed up, I don't know what we're going to do on this map if TMR gets blown out of proportion for price. I have ideas for new playthroughs. There is one idea for doing a pig farm. There is another idea where it is a 250 horsepower and less challenge. And if that challenge comes around, then it'd be, you know, a smaller field map, you know, Maypole. I mean, we wouldn't touch Maypole again, but, you know, fields this size where 250 horsepower. And I think that one, I'm half tempted to play where it's a vanilla, you know. So 250 horsepower vanilla challenge. Yep, Iowa itself is designed for pigs. It's a major corn production state. They do, you know, other grains, but corn is the majority of what they plant. And then they also have what do they say? Hogs outnumber people by like 10 to 1 in that state. You go to Texas and it's cows outnumber humans by 5 to 1 or 10 to 1 or something like that. So yeah, Texas is big beef, Iowa is big pork, Nice, Deadcomb. I have not looked at that map. I just did the, look at the mod hub to see what it's all about, and it looks like a nice map. Just in my off time right now, I switched from playing on Louisiana because I've done so much shenanigan stuff in that one where I'll add a mod and it breaks half of my productions. But I went to Sharon Center, Ohio. And that map itself is nice. I'm doing a weird... I didn't know what I was going to do when I started that map. But I'm doing a weird thing where I'm playing with the pellet production DLC. So I've got the pellet baler, I've got the buildings for that, and I want to make a video on that, talking about what I've seen using those pieces of equipment, how my thoughts are on it. But I need to get Alma, Missouri started back up first before I really dive into just making another video on something random. And things right now should be at the point where I can actually start making the videos for Alma, Missouri again. I do plan on this Sunday to start the recording process for the rebuild. And I hit the tree. Okay, I said I wasn't doing headlands. I just wanted to get that one little section done there. All right. Yep, huge fields. I do like that fact. Because I'm doing the straw production. And here's the nice thing I found on that. You go to... let's just go to this map, for instance. We'll go to the crop types. We'll take that off. We'll select sugar beets. We'll select, those ones. We'll do the potatoes. Look at how this map already has the potatoes, red beets, parsnips, all those different other, well, let's throw peas, spinach, and green beans on there. It's got the vegetables on here. Sharon Center did not. It doesn't have any of the vegetable stuff on there for the first year. So I went through and I bought two fields. One was a oat field and one was a corn field, and I went through and just did a standard harvest and I collected the straw. I went through as the rest of the crops were coming up for harvest. I did the contracts for all of them, and I took out the entire map of contracts. There was 3 fields of corn, 2 fields of soybeans, and then I think there was 2 fields of wheat and a field of barley or something like that. I forget what all it was. Out of all of the fields that I did, so that was the first one was 5, 6, 7. So let's just say 10 fields. I collected just shy of 10 million liters of straw. That's a lot. Now granted that you technically corn you shouldn't get straw on, you know, and you know things like that. But just because of how I'm doing the you know, playing with the straw pellet production, and you know I want to do some grass pellet stuff just for the video as well. It worked out, but yeah, no vegetables on that entire map whatsoever, and I think that's an option for the first year at least on any map. When the modder makes the map, they can sit there and plant whatever they want in the map itself, like Matsy modding, you know, chatting with him in one of his live streams about Waseca County. And anytime you start that map up on a playthrough, there is the field on the east side, I think it is. The eastern side of the map that has peas in it. He said he did that as a real life reason because the area that he lives in actually plants peas. I'm just seeing where I got done spraying here. So he put peas on the map as a joke, but also as a real life thing. So, and I think the mod authors can do the same thing with their maps. You know, like Sharon Center, they didn't want vegetables on there, so they didn't plant any. At least the first year, because as you're sitting there making the map, when you get the fields made, then you go through and you can select what to plant in them using the power tools or developer mod stuff. And I don't know if that's for year one or if that can be extended through the entirety of the map through all the years. But at least for year one, the first the harvesting season on the map, you can have the field selected to what you want. It's taking me a lot longer to fertilize this field than I thought. Maybe if I had $1 million, I would buy something different, you know, like you know, this Agrio, the Agrifac, the Rogator 900. You know, I would buy a self-propelled unit that would go, you know, 15 miles an hour instead of 7, 11, whatever we're at, 7. But at least we're getting the field fertilized, so we can't complain about that. That spot right there is just kind of driving me nuts. I think I need to hit it from the opposite, you know, from a 90. Live in northern Ohio, and the common thing around there is corn, soybeans, and wheat. Yep. Yep, I get you there. My local area that I grew up in was corn, wheat, sunflowers, sorghum, and soybeans. There was one farmer that I knew of that grew barley, but he did that for his pigs only. There was one farmer that I knew that planted millet one time. I don't know why they did that. Hard to say. That was not a fun crop to do. But yeah, we did mostly, I mean, we did most of the grain type crops, you know. No vegetables in our area. You get north of us, there was a lot of sugar beet production. A lot of the farmers up there planted sugar beets. And they had, for their trailers, we'll just go to it, if I even have it on here. Nope, I don't have it on this one. It's the entire live bottom trailer. I think it's how you pronounce it. But it's a belt conveyor system. And I'd be driving down the road and they'd be driving by and you just see this belt with these gigantic flaps, you know, manufactured into the belt for unloading the beets. It's like, good grief. Born and raised in Iowa, the map feels spot on. Yeah, I think the person that made that map was born and raised in Iowa as well. Just like all the map makers in that you see for the European maps are all European, you know. They like having their the locations based around areas that they grew up in or live in, you know, which is very cool. If I ever get the ambition again, or get started, I should say, I have a map idea that I want to start working on. Depending on how I see it envisioned and how I can get it made. It may be a 16x map. Possibly a 32. But I would also have a map made for that's 1x for consoles, you know. I just need the time to sit down and work on it. Best maps are done by the locals. Oh yeah, that's understandable, Patrick. I've already got the name picked out for it. I've got the, you know, the location. I've got the GPS coordinates and the all of the software programs that are needed for doing this. I have the YouTuber saved that he was doing a map, how to make a map tutorial video series. I need to, I mean, I've got everything. I need to revise because the idea kind of morphed a little bit. So I need to revise it. Which means I need to get the new map re-downloaded from the one program that I need to use. So I basically have to start from scratch on it because ideas changed a little bit. And this looks like the last pass here for the fertilizing. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna worry about these two fields here. The pastures, I should say. I want to get this taken care of, and then the next harvest, this will all get squared away. And I'm going to, where this strip is here, I'm going to hit that. Excuse me. The unfortunate thing is, because I ran over it once, it's not going to take fertilizer, so I'm not going to do it. So we'll get this taken care of. We'll get some food put in the chicken pen. How much food do I got in storage? And we just got wheat for that. So I've got 76. They have plenty of wheat for the chickens for the year, I think. If we were using solid fertilizer for doing this, we would have probably went through 30,000 liters. All right, let's get this thing folded up, get back over to the farm. Nope, can't do that. All forgets. I've got that speed set down to 12 because of the unrealistic mower. Excuse me. Okay, let's jump in this guy. We'll grab the small trailer. And I don't think I have anything in it. Nope. Okay. That'll be more than enough for the chickens for a few months. Okay, So let's go to the tailor shop. Get you to the tailor shop. Get the work going, then we'll go back home and we'll do a couple hours of study, go to sleep. Okay. So we'll just check on the grass real quick. I want to see how much we went through. Okay, so we got 1.3 million liters. We should be able to go all the way through March. Okay, so that's taken care of. I know we're good on everything else. Let's go ahead and we'll study. The nice thing about the part-time jobs is we don't have to be there every month. Let's just take a look at what we got on sale here. Yeah, case axial flow for 142,000. We don't need that. We really don't need any of this stuff. So go ahead and sleep till December, or till November 3rd. And then what we're going to do for the next couple of months is we're going to go back down to a one-day a month. Let's go ahead and give that a save. Yeah, we don't even need a seeder. So anyway, it's 7 o'clock. Let's go ahead, and it's November 3rd. We will do some university time. And then let's empty out the chicken eggs. Okay, they're doing good. Let's check on the rest of the cattle real quick. TMR is great. Slurry. We're not collecting manure because we haven't been putting straw in, but slurry itself. Okay. Go ahead and jump to December. $725 chicks were sold at birth due to overcrowding. That's amazing. Overcrowding chickens. Okay. So we're in December. I just want to take a look at... Okay. And only one goat. Okay, they got... Oh, we can hold 1 million liters of slurry in here. Okay, brown Swiss. None of those ones are good. Yeah, see, there's no females whatsoever. Uh-oh. Darn it, I forgot to work. Oopsies, I forgot to work for the month. I hope they didn't mess up with us. Employer satisfaction high. Yeah, we just took a little bit of a break. We had to take some time off, you know. Trying to blow through the months as fast as I can right now. I'm a senior cleaner. I make $10,000 a year. Woohoo! No more space at the chicken coops. And of course. Alright, so those are cleared out. What do they got for food? They got 29,000 liters of food. They're good. So that was January. They got their thing. Let's see if we can buy some more animals. And we'll go ahead and buy the selected. Get some school time in. We're getting close to being able to take our college entrance exam there, or college degree. Okay, let's check on the eggs. I should just bring the trailer over and get these loaded up. Okay. Yep, they're good on food. Come on. February. Let's go ahead and we will now change this back to where we got 3-day months. And it won't reset itself until March. So let's check on these guys. See if we can buy anything. Oh, cool. We got some really good ones here. And those two are low. We'll just buy them. What the heck? Buy the selected. Okay. And they should be good on. Yeah, they got 37,000 liters of meadow grass. They're good. Isaac Randall, welcome in. Thank you for joining us tonight. Couple of brown Swisses that are low, couple of Holsteins that are, I mean, that's the only one that would be decent to buy, but even then it's not decent and there's no water buffalo. We need to get these guys some food before we continue on with this month. So let's go to the tractor over here. And we got almost 2 million liters of TMR. And I'm avoiding looking at the price of TMR right now because I want to wait until March. Yeah, we've only got 13,000 liters of grass. We still got, when the hay and silage are combined, yeah, we got another 500,000 liters in there. So yeah, we got, we'll be sitting pretty here. So we'll get that taken care of. Let's do a run to all the different productions here. Let's grab our trailer. I have no idea what it was saying, so I'm not that worried about it. Okay, sunflower is wheat, buffalo milk. Yeah, so we do need to get the milks up to the different places that we got. And I think we'll go ahead and sell the milks that we got, so. Uh-oh. Crisis averted. Yep, while that TMR is getting loaded up there, we'll get this stuff. Goat cheese. And yep, you did, and I corrected it. Took me a hot second to do it. Pumpkin, melon, watermelon, greenhouse. Yeah, I saw that earlier today. I was looking at the mods and it's like, that's interesting. Okay. Because we got to go up there anyway, so we just as well. Let's do this as well. It's going to be a little bit of work for us. But I think it's going to be worth it. Because this way we only have to make one more trip back. And I wish there was a way that you could, like, enter this. Let's just take this over there. Let's be smart about this. Because what we're going to do is we're going to throw this onto the trailer and strap it down. Yeah, we'll do the buffalo milk first, I think. That'll be the easiest. And how I set myself up for failure there is very easy to describe. Hopefully that doesn't mess with our universal autoloader. Okay, so that's strapped down. See, it even shows the buffalo milk, which is good. Yep. Yep. I don't want to spend the money on this map for doing this. This playthrough that I'm doing is a... if you saw the description, it's the bank versus estate playthrough. The story goes, I have an uncle that owned the family heritage farm. And due to some unforeseen by the rest of the family circumstances, he racked up a $5 million debt lien against the farm. The bank did everything that they could. They sold off all the equipment and things like that. Romeo, what are you doing all the way out here? But there is a clause in the deed that says that in order for the bank to be able to take ownership of the farm, they need to give the family one last chance to settle the debt. So I came on into the estate with a $1 million loan granted by the bank, and I have 10 years to pay it off. We're coming up to year 4, and as soon as I make the corner up here, I'll show you the bank balance currently as we sit. So I'm doing everything that I can to pay back the loans. So I'm saving as much money as I can. Being very frugal with how we're doing things, which means that we are actually using the Colossus equipment. Okay, did that get emptied out? I don't think it did. No. Okay. So what we'll do here is we'll back this guy up. Do a disconnect. And then go into our loan system. So we are using the what is called the enhanced loan system, where I'm able to take out an additional loan with higher payments. I have 10 years to pay it off, so I've got $4,775,000 to go. this map, for some reason, and it's working in our favor, where other maps that I have been using the enhanced loan system, they've been working just fine. This map, however, it's not taking out the loan payments, so it's to our advantage, but not at the true spirit of the playthrough. We're going with it just because, I mean, that's what the map's doing. And, you know, I'm not gonna deter from that spirit. However, because I started the map this particular way, you know, we got some TMR that we're gonna sell here in a minute. And there's a reason why I'm very hesitant right now. I have noticed that TMR prices on other maps, I'm not saying that this is one of them, because I'm not sure the reasoning why and how things work, but other maps I have started using or selling TMR at, you know, the $120 range. Well, when something updated in the particular maps or whatever the case may be, there is Palinier, there is Alma, Missouri. What's the third one? Louisiana, and I believe Sharon Center. The prices went from $120 to $1,200 per 1,000 liters. So if that's the case on this map, then the spirit of the playthrough is done, because it will literally break the game in our favor. And like I said, I'm trying to save as much money as I can, be frugal about the things, plant only what I want to plant for making the productions that I have going. And if we jump from $120 to tenfold on selling our TMR production, then it's at that point it's not worth it playing the map anymore. And I have I'm trying to get to, like I said, I'm trying to get to March, because I think that's when the map will reset for prices. At least that's my thought process on it. So far, everything's looking good for maintaining the $120. You know, thereabouts. You know, plus or minus $4 or whatever it is, $2. And I've got all the silage there. I'm going to sell here in 5 minutes. So we'll see what the price is. And running over there to the dairy to get rid of some stuff, collect some stuff. Should have the trailer completely full of, well, not completely full, but everything out of the production for TMR, so we can go ahead and sell that. unstrap this. We will try not to disturb anything on the trailer itself. Strap it back down. And just because we're over here, we're going to get the cow milk put in and try to take down our building with the front loader. I'm just hitting everything tonight. Good grief. Now we got 18,000 liters of milk here. That'll be nice. Excuse me. And that 18,000 liters was October, November, December, January, February, so 5 months. So I don't have as many cows as I really want for making this dairy production work properly, but we're slowly getting there. We'll get this taken care of, then we'll go up to the tailor and we'll get our 10 hours of work put in for the month. Come back, we'll do a few hours of schooling because we are playing with the employment mod. You are driving me nuts, car. You need to speed up or slow down. Preferably speed up. Front end damage. Sucks to be them. Okay, we'll get this back to the farm. And we will do some work. Some gigantic wooden fence posts. Here, let's do that. Now if I run into something, it'll be the nose of the tractor and not the bucket. Supermarket productions would work pretty well. Also, one of the things that I have brought into this map, and it's kind of a weird situation, but I think it plays well. Because the uncle, you know, did what he did and, you know, caused the local town to be in hardship because, you know, of the debt, the town's mad at us. So we are not able to make a standard production as we should be able to on any normal map. And that's not going to stand back up like that. So any production that we have needs to be purchasable on the map itself. There was one caveat that we did. So the only productions that we can have are the base games. You know, the cement factory, the sugar mill. What we own for productions is the dairy. We do have, let's go to our production menu, an industrial sawmill, which we use to build our house only. We were granted that, and all of the lumber from the trees that we cut down on our property, and this was all property stuff. I mean, it's still sitting here. You know, we still got a partial pallet from building the house. The fermenting silo was another caveat where, I mean, we could have bought a bell wrapper, and then, but we were granted permission to drop this because silage is silage no matter how it's made. That was the caveats. So any other thing that we buy for productions needs to be all the base games. So we can't drop down a supermarket production or a multi grain production, you know, things like that. Okay, yeah, we need to go to the tailor. And they're right there. Visit. Y. Let's work our part-time hours or full-time hours, and we're doing the work for the different places as we can to kind of get back in the good graces of the city. Also, we are not allowed to do contracts. You know, I mean, we can make a bunch of money there. You know, the wood transport, rock removal, you know, we can make a killing on that, but like I said, because they're upset with us, they do not want to give us their money. They will gladly take our money, you know, but they do not want to give us their money. The Palfinger FLC 253 pack. I'm not sure what that one is offhand. I know what the Palfinger is. It's like the trailer with the forklift on it. Okay, there's nothing here that we need to buy. Alright, so let's go to the month of March, and we will see what happens with TMR. We'll check on the chickens real quick. Yeah, they're almost full. We need to sell all of these pallets. We'll do that sometime, probably not tonight. Okay, At least the pallets are taken care of. They've got 15,000 liters of food. Let's go here and get the last of the 500,000 liters. Yeah, that's another one, the multi-fruit buying station. We have to use the base game sell points as well. I would love to drop, you know, productions down and be able to, you know, outpace the map stuff, make the money faster, but I'm trying to stick to where it's just all base game versions of the sell points, of the productions. So that has been the thought process from the very beginning since I started playing on this playthrough. It's kind of a strict set of rules, and I get that. But I think the way I have it written for the storyline is it works out really well. Just because, I mean, the town's upset at us. We can't bring in anything that they don't approve of, and they don't approve of any additional productions because they don't want us overrunning it with stuff that we bring in. If we want something, we have to buy it from them. One very fertile goat. I guess we'll buy the one very fertile goat. I forgot to give these guys some food. But they got meadow grass, so they're all right. Their production goes down for a month. It's no big deal. Okay, that one's very high. Let's go ahead and buy that one. We'll do that. Yeah, we're just not getting... Oh well, whatever. Yeah, let's go to our tractor here. We got 280,000 liters to go. And just because we're now ready to go and sell our... Let's go to our TMR. Let's take a look at it. Okay, good. Although we're still chasing that max value. We never catch up to it. So, you know, seeing that at 120, that makes me happy for continuing the map. And then next month we get to harvest our grass, so that'll be good. But we'll get this stuff sold, and we'll make a big loan payment. We'll drop 200,000 into the animals, into the cattle water buffalo barn. Okay, we got 100,000 liters left. All right, we'll wait just a hot minute. Yeah, normally I would sell the TMR on a monthly basis, but because of trying to blow through the winter time, get to March before we have to end the stream, I wanted to save on, you know, this loading process. And the driving back and forth, so. Go ahead and get this up to the animal dealer, get that sold off. then we'll come back and we'll grab all of our eggs and all of our different dairy products and get those sold as well. I think the best is probably going to be the supermarket, because I can't remember if there's a farmer's market here on the map. We'll find out as we're unloading the TMR, because the TMR unload takes just as long as the load. Next intersection on the left. Not that intersection, the next one. The next road, not dirt track. And I actually passed it. Bummer. Oh well. Well, zip in here. It's like, this doesn't look familiar. I got so used to going to the dairy, I skipped the intersection. This will make it faster. You mean to tell me I can't get through over here? How dare they block me in? That's rude. Get on this side then. There we go. We'll figure it out. Oops. Okay, so where are we going to oh wait, let's we'll let that sell off. Something looks a little weird with it. Okay, so we have a trailer with butters and stuff on it. Buffalo mozzarella is one of them. So we're looking at $8,000 at the supermarket. Butter, we're looking at 18 or 1184. And we got some eggs. EFG. Yeah, we're at the bottom of the market for eggs. Okay, whatever. We'll save on the eggs until later on. And then, yep. So we'll sell all the dairy stuff. Yeah, we'll go ahead and sell all the dairy stuff. That's about at the top of the market. And the long, arduous journey of waiting for the mixer to empty out. Yeah, they make these super collectors from the lizard pack, you know, collect anything. But it's like they forgot to increase the speed of offloading. So we gotta save about 100,000 liters of food. Because in November I put around 150,000 liters into the cattle barn, and they went through that in like 3 months. And in the month of April, then we'll be able to start the grass again, making the grass silage. We may even save some money and buy a field. I was hoping 89 and 90 would be planted to okay, those two fields are growing. So we could buy like 111 for 100,000. But we want to go north and not west. And I want to be able to buy the grass style of grains, you know, wheat, barley, oats, so that way we can get the straw off of them. I don't even think I have the mod to extended straw, where, you know, we can get straw off of corn and soybeans and sunflowers and canola. So it's basically just these three that we can buy, and we can go all the way up here and buy that one for 195,000, but that's way out of our way. Are those two fields planted yet? 89 and 90. Yeah, they are. One's cotton, one's peas. Green beans. And we got two fields of canola right there and there. Might be worth it to knock one of those out. Just buy the field and knock it out. 194,000, 150,000. Knock it out and plant it to oats, because oat planting season is right now. But I think we're doing good for what we got for the different fields. Come on, 100,000. I think from now on we'll use the Titan trailer, the small one, for coming up here with the TMR, because that thing unloads super fast. I just got in the habit of using this one because it's always attached to this tractor. Close enough. We made $291,000 with a 38,895 environmental score. Nice. Alright, we'll get our animals taken care of here. Yeah, their productivity is down to 40% because they're on the meadow grass. They actually used the rest of the hay up that they had, which is good. They had like 8,000 liters of hay. But now they got TMR, so next month they'll be back up to full productivity. The rest of the team, I believe, is going to be on Walker tomorrow night, Patrick. I have some family obligations that I am doing tomorrow, and I'm not sure what time I'll be able to get completed with that and be able to jump on. So I will be playing it by ear, but the rest of the team will be on and be able to do their thing. Okay, and there should be... Storage is empty. There's nothing left in it. Alright, cool. So yeah, we'll be on Walker tomorrow night, and then Saturday night will be whatever stream I want to do. I'm thinking this week we're going to change it up to a different genre, but I'm not sure yet. I'm still thinking about that. Let's go ahead and do our employment real quick while we're thinking of it. And then we get back up to the house. Oh wait, we're in the wrong direction. There we go. 3 of 4. That's doing good. They always need adult supervision. Okay, what were we gonna do? We were going to make a loan payment. Let's make a special redemption loan. We got, oh wait, how much money did we have? 346,000. Okay. 275000. Make a special, we're down to $4.5 million. Nice. Very, very nice. Okay. And we could sell this contraption right here. We don't use it anymore. We used it one time, I think. But we don't use it at all because we got the forage collector. This guy we can definitely sell as needed, but right now, I mean, we're not hurting on money. We got all of our eggs that we can sell, but that's at the lowest price. All right, that's neither here nor there for that. And the chickens were doing good on food, I believe. Let's double check that. Yeah, they got 14,000 liters. They don't blow through it that fast. We checked the cows and goats. So let's go ahead and get a little study in. We'll get through the month of here. Very cool, Patrick. Thank you very much. Okay, we do need to sell some chickens here. Let's go ahead and save real quick. do our filter. Oh wait, let's go filter again because I need to change this up. Not pregnant male. No name. Confirm. There we go. Yeah, we had a whole bunch of roosters because we didn't sell for quite a few months. Go ahead and select them all. Sell the selected 125 animals. That works for me. I don't think we sold as many as we thought. Let's do a quick save. Manual save. Filters. Age. Select all. Cell selected. I don't think it's selling the chickens like it wants us to. Selling chickens is not very beneficial. Okay, I'm just making sure we have so that's 133. Let's go back into our filters. There we go. Okay, those ones sold. Let's just do it slowly. Those are 8 and 9 months, so we can do some 7 months. There we go. Now we get rid of chickens. Okay. Let's see if we can buy any goats and water buffaloes real quick, and then we'll jump to some schooling, and then go to March 3rd. Goats, those I'm not going to worry about those two. Get a whole bunch of studying in real quick. Okay, on to the next month, or next day. 3-day months. Okay, I'm not worried about the chickens. We're almost ready to take the exam. Almost ready. What do we got for? We're saving there. Weather. Oh, we got a tornado going on. There it is. We ain't got to worry about that darn thing. Alright, so we are now currently in the month of April. Tornadoes in the forecast. Let's check some animals real quick. Chickens, I don't care about. We probably do have to feed them. And I should have sold all my cheeses and stuffs. Okay, very high. All the rest of them are bad. If I selected, yep. Okay. Do the buffaloes. And they need some food before we're done for the month. Ooh, pregnant, yes. We'll buy that one. See if we can nurse those two to health. Alright, so the next week when we get back into Maypole Farm, we're going to get our grass all harvested up. Got Mr. Romeo there. We need to make sure that we feed all the time. But yeah, we're doing good. We got a tornado in the forecast. It's not scheduled to hit us. You know, it's way in the northwest corner. As long as we don't get dueling tornadoes, I don't care. So, we did take down, finished off one loan payment. And we got the second one knocked down. We got $4.5 million left to do. in year 4, we got 6 years left to go. We should be on track for getting that taken care of. I do want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. Very much appreciated. If you have not, please hit that like button. And if you like the content, I would love for you guys to subscribe. That will definitely help the channel out. We are at just under 160 subscribers on the channel. And we'd love to reach 500, or 250 is the next goal. 500 would be the goal after that, but yeah, we're less than 100 away for 250 subs. So I would love for you guys to share the content so we can gain more traction, get things going, get the sub count up there. Very much appreciated. Should be back on tomorrow night. Don't know what time. We will be on the multiplayer of Walker Farm. Grizzly Bear Thing 5 is the individual. I'll post a link in the channel post to his content, so you can go there and watch him. And I should jump on as soon as I can. I'll keep you all posted as well. Thank you again, and until next time, we'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.